What's wrong with you?
I'm going to kill myself soon. Same method.
I don't recognize you anymore.
Yes. That's ever since I stopped recognizing you. You've changed towards me. Your eyes are cold and make you uncomfortable.
You've got so tetchy lately. The things you say are less and less intelligible. Perhaps they're meant to be symbolic, and I imagine this seagull is meant as some sort of symbol, but I'm sorry, not one I understand.
I mean, it's the first time I've ever been trusted with something like this. You know, I play the goofy guy in most things I do, and so to be trusted with a part of this nature, I knew that it was something that I had to take very seriously. So I've, immersed myself in it completely. And, those tears at the end in Act 4 have to be real for me. It's so I have to believe that I'm there. And it's been a lesson in, method acting or whatever, but taking it very seriously and working really hard, which I'm not sure I've ever done to this extent before.
What was great about your interpretation, you realize that your character is a good writer, but he's squashed down for different reasons, family, society, all these things. He's sort of caught up in this thing.
That's right. And at the end, that's even more tragic, is that he gets this this inspiration. He realizes it's not about old forms and new forms, but what flows from the heart. And he's just had this revelation, and then Nina comes in. He doesn't get to write anything more, and then he ends up doing the inevitable. And so, I mean, it's tragic on so many different levels. But at the same time, Chekhov described it as his new comedy, and it has got a lot of laughs in it. It's incredible to think how he did that, to make it so funny and yet so tragic at the same time.
I love this part because I just think there isn't an actress in the world who doesn't recognize themselves in this part. I also really love playing a working mother, because that's what she is, and I just think she's so well written. I mean, Chekhov knew lots of actresses, and all the actresses he knew were all madly in love with him, so he knew how they behave in every single circumstance. So I just think it's just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful part.
And talk about Christopher Hampton's wonderful translation.
Well, I don't know how to talk about it really, because it stands so well for itself. I mean, Christopher I've collaborated with Christopher a couple of times now, once on The Three Sisters and now this, and I just think he's a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant adapter of Chekhov, and I mean lots of other things I've worked with him on as well. So he just manages to not make it modern, because it is basically, it's modern in 1890, but now it's modern for 2008, and he's really, really good at bringing things to today.
I admire that man, and I must ask you not to insult him in front of me.
Well, I don't admire him. You also want me to think he's a genius. I'm sorry, I can't lie about it. His books make me want to throw up.
But that's envy! People who have pretensions but no talent have no recourse but to run down real talent. It's their only consolation.
Real talent? I have more talent than the rest of you put together, if you want to know the truth. You're in a rut, all of you. You've snatched top spot in the art world, and you think only the kind of stuff that you do is bona fide and legitimate, and you suppress and silence everybody else. I don't believe in any of you. I don't believe in you or him. All he can do is drink beer and make love to older women.
Degenerate!
Go back to your beloved theatre and keep on acting in your pathetic, trivial plays.
I have never acted in a play of that description.